I am back again, putting in this work, cracking out these reviews for all you New Japan heads out there. Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another special G1 Climax edition of Chris Black's NJPW Report. I am, of course, the natural Chris Black, one of the hosts of the Saturday Night SlamCasters podcast, independent professional wrestler, and everybody's favorite narcissist. In today's episode, I will be reviewing Night 7 of the G1 Climax tournament. We are back again on the A block. But before we get into the action, I'd like to take this time to ask that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I've been putting in way too much work for y'all not to be hitting the subscribe button. Let's get these subscription numbers up as I'm bringing you New Japan content every single week, and I'm covering every single night of this tournament. Show your boy some love and hit that subscribe button. But now, let's get into the action. We start the night off with a match between the Young Lions, Tsuji versus Umura. Match starts out, the two lock up, seems pretty equally matched. Umura surprisingly goes for the test of strength against Tsuji, which we all know Tsuji is the powerhouse of the Young Lions. The test of strength spot goes into one of my favorite spots, the monkey flip spot, where you have the two guys locked up and one of them is stronger. He gets the other guy down to his shoulders, and as he tries to jump on him, the guy puts up his feet, jumps up, and then monkey flips the guy. I don't know, it's just one of my favorite spots. Tsuji obviously has the strength advantage, but Umura needs to use more strategy in order to defeat the big man. Now, as I'm learning more and more about New Japan and learning more about the Young Lions program, I'm hearing that they're only allowed a basic move set. And I think that's a great idea because it forces these guys to have to fine-tune all of their moves so everything looks crisp. Again, I absolutely love this because these matches are some of the hottest wrestling matches, pure wrestling matches that you'll find. But getting back to the match, Tsuji's strength is overpowering Umura's offense, and Umura has to keep fighting hard in order to keep Tsuji on the defense. But Tsuji hits that spear out of nowhere, changing the course of the match. He throws Umura into a Boston Crab, who is trying to fight out of it. So Tsuji transitions it into a big swing, kind of like how Cesaro used to do. I don't think he does it anymore. Tsuji puts him back into the crab, sitting down nice and deep. Umura fighting, almost gets to the ropes, and he has no choice to tap out in 7 minutes, 34 seconds. Why are they treating Umura like a sucker? Maybe that's his story. Maybe his frustration leads to him doing something drastic, like maybe once he graduates, joining like Bullet Club or Suzuki-gun. I don't know. Umura just has this look that makes me think heel. But moving on, let's get to the tournament. The very first match, we have Minoru Suzuki taking on Yujiro Takahashi. Oh, Yujiro. Did I mention he's something like a pimp? Except he's kind of lonely pimping now. He got none of his girls with him. But out comes the real pimp, Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki has a look of just all business. He enters the ring and he's bringing no fucks. Suzuki immediately gets into Yujiro's face and gets into a shoving match with him. Then they start booting each other into the face. Yujiro takes the fight to the outside in order to try to gain the advantage, which actually works for a little bit. But then he starts getting cocky. Bro, do you know who you're in the ring with? Suzuki, of course, caught him slipping and starts battering him on the outside with chairs in front of the refs. So Mr. No Fucks is in the building. Suzuki starts to choke him with some of the microphone cords, and they start trading blows on the outside and drops Yujiro with a big sit your ass down forearm. In the ring, Suzuki is still in control of the match. He begins taunting Yujiro until Yujiro finally stands up and starts exchanging blows with Suzuki. He gets hit with another devastating forearm, putting him down. Suzuki then goes for the sleeper and then transitioned it into a God-style piledriver for the pin in 7 minutes, 53 seconds. At the end of the match, Suzuki wipes his feet on Yujiro's face in the ultimate form of disrespect. Poor Yujiro, he gets no respect. Next match, we have Kota Ibushi taking on Jeff Cobb. I'm looking at Cobb and I'm thinking, you know, this man looks like he's like a hybrid clone of Samoa Joe and Rhino. I don't know, maybe it's just me. In this match, if Ibushi is going to be successful in defeating Cobb, he needs to be more aggressive. And on the flip side, Cobb needs to use his strength to overpower Ibushi if he's going to walk away with the victory. So each man are kind of slow to lock up because they don't want to make an early mistake. Surprisingly, Jeff Cobb is out wrestling Ibushi. Well, I guess that's not a real surprise since that's kind of Jeff Cobb's forte. He's kind of got a background. They begin trading strikes. Ibushi gets the upper hand, but Jeff Cobb recovers, taking control of the match once again. He starts to kind of have his way with Ibushi, just straight up overpowering him. But you can never count out Ibushi. He utilizes his speed and explosiveness in order to stay in the match. However, it's Cobb's strength, agility, and unique movesets that makes the difference. Cobb hits a F5000, that's what they call. Basically picks him up on his shoulder, throws him up in the air, and spins him helicopter style onto the floor. I'm getting really pissed off. I let the first one slide, but this goddamn ref is really fucking up the counts. He counts 1, 2, and there's a big old delay before a kick out. So it just makes things look really obvious, really choreographed, aka very fake when the referees don't just go for the pin. Every wrestler knows if you don't kick out, that's on you, not the ref. The ref is supposed to count like it's going to be a normal pin. Like they don't know what the outcome's going to be. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox. In the final moments of the match, Ishii drops Cobb with a head kick, attempts a Kamigoye, but Cobb picks him up, ready to deliver a tour of the islands. Ibushi is able to escape, nails a V-trigger, and then hits a Kamigoye for the win in 10 minutes and 43 seconds. Hard-fought victory for Ibushi and a very tough loss for Jeff Cobb. After the match, Ibushi shows respect for Cobb in a classy way. Moving on to the next match, we have Kazuchika Okada taking on Taichi. This is going to be a tough challenge for Taichi. At the start of the match, Taichi rushes Okada, attacking the lower back, which is still taped up. He continues the assault on the outside, using barricades, chair, the post, the ring. Taichi starts taunting Okada, and Okada starts fighting back. However, Taichi keeps Okada on the defense, and it seems like he really has Okada scouted because it appears that he is one step ahead of him at every turn. Okada does manage to turn things around, and he starts attacking Taichi's neck, trying to set up possibly the money clip. Okada manages to hit a spinning tombstone, but he's slow to capitalize after the beating that he took. But he does lock in the money clip. Taichi grabs the ref by the throat as the hold is broken. Okada turns it into a backslide, nails a Rainmaker, still holding on to the wrist. He picks him up, goes for a second Rainmaker, but the ref is pulled in the way and then thrown to the side as Taichi dick kicks Okada. Lord, not another one. You know, we need to have a drinking game for the G1 Climax. Take a shot every time there's a nut shot. You'll be drunk before the end of the night. Anyway, Taichi goes for the Taichi clutch for a very close 2 count. I thought Taichi had him. I thought it was over. Taichi is looking to end this match and catches Okada with a Rainmaker. Picks him up for a Black Mephisto, but Okada is able to escape, and he locks in the money clip, and he has him in there for a while. And the ref, because Taichi is not responding, calls for the bell. Match is over. 17 minutes, 3 seconds. Your winner, Okada. In the next match, we have Will Ospreay taking on Jay White. This has match of the year potential written all over it. As always, Jay White rolls out at the start of the match. But when he does get in the match, he starts out very aggressive. Ospreay is matching that same energy and invites White to start chopping him. And he even puts his hand behind his back. White gives him a chop. Ospreay no-sells it. So Jay White puts his hands behind his back like, okay, give me a chop. But instead nails Ospreay before he could chop him. Ospreay, however, stays on Jay White, keeping him on the defense. Jay White is very calculating during this match. Again, I love the type of heel that he is. Ospreay seems to get outsmarted at every opportunity. Jay White throws Ospreay to the outside and then starts throwing him into the barricades. White takes a very aggressive lead and goes after the neck and legs of Ospreay. Ospreay, however, he's still alive, still got that fire inside. He fights back at every opportunity. However, he's easily distracted by Gato, and he starts wasting time being flashy. And of course, Jay White catches him slipping again. However, Ospreay is able to recover. He sets up Jay White in a tree of woe, goes across the ring to head to the top rope for a coast-to-coast drop kick, but Gato is able to pull Jay White down before Ospreay jumps from the top. In the final moments of the match, we see Jay White hitting a Kiwi Crusher, calling for the Blade Runner, but it is reversed, and he's hit with a sit-down powerbomb. As Ospreay gets up, he hits Jay White with the Oz Cutter, sets up the hidden blade, but Jay White, being the heel that he is, collapsed in order to avoid the move. Will Ospreay is not having any of it and starts pounding on Jay White as the ref backs him off. He sets up the Stormbreaker once again, but Jay White hooks the ref by his feet. The ref loses his balance and falls down. Gato runs in but is taken out by Ospreay. Ospreay then nails the hidden blade and drops Jay White with the Stormbreaker for the pin in 18 minutes, 46 seconds. So Jay White is given his first loss of the tournament. I really enjoyed this match. The back and forth action, the strategy used by Jay White, Will Ospreay's never die attitude, it all made for just a very great match. In the main event tonight, we have a slobber knocker, as JR would say. We have Tomohiro Ishii taking on Shingo Takagi. Alright, this is going to be a hard-hitting, strong style match, as to be expected. Right away, both men tries to outmuscle each other, throwing chops, forearms, shoulder tackles. Shingo is the first man down. The fight spills to the outside, both men battering each other. Shingo gains the advantage, starts working over the neck of Ishii. Ishii starts fighting back after a stiff chop exchange and start exerting his dominance over Takagi. Oh Lord, Ishii starts throwing them forearms to the throat. Shingo returns the exact same chops. Man, these guys, they be going at it. Both guys are taking what the other is giving and still asking for more. Ishii delivers a superplex from the top rope for a 2 count. Shingo, able to recover, attempts a Made in Japan, but hits a double knee instead. He tries again to pick Ishii up for it, and then hits the Made in Japan for a very close 2 count. Man, this is a hard fought match. It just looks like 2 strong bulls just butting heads to see who could be the alpha. And in fact, they actually start headbutting each other. Shingo hits a rope-assisted GTR to take Ishii down. And as we pass the 25-minute mark, both guys are spent as they're both trying to finish each other off. Ishii gets Shingo up for a brainbuster, drops him, and then gets the pin at 26 minutes, 1 second. Talk about strong style. Classic strong style match that only New Japan can deliver. Alright, well that wraps up night 7 of the G1 Climax tournament. So, I had a little bit of a decision to make as far as match of the night. This was kind of a tough decision because I kind of enjoyed most of the matches tonight. But after taking a long time to decide, I'm going to give match of the night to Will Ospreay versus Jay White. Like I said, it had match of the year potential written all over it. It's kind of hard for me to determine match of the year now because my mind's pretty much made up from Okada versus Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 14. But you never know. The match was still very good. Again, I love Jay White as a heel. I love his heel strategy. I love Will Ospreay's never say die attitude. His move sets. The match was just very, very exciting. Well-deserved match of the night. And that wraps up night 7 of the G1 Climax tournament. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you are alerted every time new episodes are uploaded. You can also follow me on social media. Links in the description for my Facebook and Instagram page, as well as my Twitter. And don't forget to show the SlamCasters some love. Links in the description. That will lead you to our podcast, YouTube channel, Facebook page, and now available our brand new Facebook group, the SlamCasters Slam Board. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. That'll be it for me today. I'll see you next time. Come get slammed.